that captures me about that verse is not that he lost his soul, but that he gained the world. This is a picture of someone that's extremely successful. You mean to tell me I could be extremely successful in this world and be a complete failure in the kingdom? That was good. I'm going to say that again. You can win it all and be completely wrong. You can be successful in this world, applauded in this world. Girl, you doing it, bro. Keep holding it down, bro. And do that, and heaven is silent. You can win in this world and lose in the kingdom. Reminds me of when I was in seminary. I'm a different kind of student. You know, I go about my studies in a different kind of way. You got those kinds of students that, you know, read the syllabus, they, you know, put down what papers are due and they turn their papers in, you know, on time. You know, you got overachievers like that. But then you got people like me who I like to live by the spontaneity of the Spirit of God. I like to be spirit-led with my academic studies. And I don't know when I talk about being spirit-led, I float around on the stage, but it feels like that's what needs to happen. Anybody else spirit-led in your studies like me? Anybody else that's how I did school. Some of you, that's how you finished college, and some of you, that's how you didn't finish college. Man, when you live in spirit-led like that, it leads itself to what I call awkward moments. There have been, if I'm honest, if I tell the truth, there have been times when I walked in class and I look around. Everybody got a paper on their desk. I'll be like, we got a paper due today? I'll be back. So I never forget one time I'm studying and my backpack falls open and my syllabus just kind of lays open. It just kind of lays open and it's right there. And I look and I see I got a paper due next week and I know about it early. Praise the Lord. The Spirit has spoken. The Spirit has led me into this place. So I do my paper, and y'all, I'm not gonna lie, I killed it. I mean, it was a masterpiece. I just did it. To be honest, it was so good. I went in my professor's office. You shouldn't do this, but I walked in and I was like, "This is an A waiting to happen, Jack. You ain't even got to grade it," and walked out the class. So when he's passing out the papers, he's passing out the papers, and I'm not even looking at mine. I'm just looking at everybody else thinking, if he graded this on the curve, I put the curve through the roof, Jack. I put it through the roof. Finally, I get my paper. They don't put the grades at my school on the front page. They put it on the back, so you read through all the comments. So, but I already see it. I already see the first page. I already see it. Big red letters. Great content. I'm thinking, I know. You're not telling me. I know. I'm not trying to tell you. Last page. Big red circle, in the middle, big red letter, F.
Damn.
Wrong assignment. I guess what I'm trying to say, I want to warn you against reality for some will be, they'll stand before God one day and he'll say, great content. You got it all right. You accomplished all that stuff down there. But wrong assignment. Because you weren't content to be. Contentment doesn't come from good things. The second thing I need you to know is bad things don't take away from contentment. Contentment doesn't come from good things, but also you need to understand bad things don't take away from contentment. If you don't believe me, just listen to Paul. Paul is sitting there, and I'm sorry, he's having the epitome of a bad day. He's writing from prison, on death row. They're threatening to literally cut his head off, and he says, give me a papyrus and a pen, and he's in prison writing, rejoice in the Lord always. And again, I say rejoice. Have you lost your mind, Paul? Like you are in prison, this is the worst of the worst circumstances. And you're sitting writing to the church at Philippi saying, rejoice in the Lord always. Encouraging to have joy. As a matter of fact, if you were to sum the book of Philippians up in 2 words, it's joy, joy. And he's in prison. What he's trying to get you to understand is don't allow a bad thing to take you out of the good place that God has put you in, and that is in his will. Where his will is providing for you. He's obviously got something that we don't get, because logically, he should not have a good attitude. Logically, he should not be encouraged. But what we don't understand is that he has a peace that passes logic. He has a peace that passes understanding. You take your circumstances and you add your storm, and then you add your struggle, and then you add disappointment, and you add the devastation. That should not equal joy. That should not equal joy. Some of you look at your life, and once you add up all the things you're going through, it does not equal joy. You are discouraged, you are living in despair, and you should be, because logically, that's what adds up. But what he says is you're missing the great common denominator.